Prepatch is nearly upon us, and there are a ton of changes coming up. I hope this video will help you pump through ItsPummel Plateau in the 2 to 6 weeks we have in this unprecedented time in the game. This video is for going over specs, glyphs, gems, and consume changes coming up, and I'm going to throw some personal fields craft at the end. Please enjoy. Demonology slaps. We ran the ItsPummel Plateau on level 70 beta characters, and this was the spec that I played. The rotation changes by adding Corruption, Immolate, and a Curse Tracker. Elements if you don't have a Boomy/DK, normally use Agony. You also get 2 new procs, which include Molten Core and Decimation. Molten Core affects your Incinerate and Soulfire for extra damage and crit. Decimation gives you a powerful execute through Soulfire, which is spammable. Your AoE rotation is going into meta, popping your Immolation aura, and spamming Seed. It is very bursty and strong, and you might die, but it is very fun. Dino is starting us off super strong. Destruction gets reworked completely. There are many buttons than just Shadow Bolt now. The rotation becomes a priority system, but the system gets messed up a little bit with the Conflag glyph not being in the game yet. Primarily, maintain your dots and curses similar to Demo. Curse plus Corruption plus Immolate. Keep Chaos Bolt and Conflag on cooldown while spamming Incinerate as a filler. You get Backdraft procs from Conflag, which decrease Destruction spellcast time. Your Imp is important for Destruction as you get many talents modifying its damage, and it can give 100% crit procs based on the empowered Imp talent. The issue with Destruction is that the Conflag glyph is not in the game. This glyph does not eat your Immolate whenever you Conflag, which gives you more single target damage. For AoE, you can spam Rain of Fire or Seed, whichever is more comfortable. Personally, I like to use Rain of Fire. You can also talent Shadow Fury if you wish and not lose out on that much damage, but that's a personal choice. I usually do not take it, although it can be fun and useful at times. Think Buru ads. In this clip, I'm trying out weaving Shadow Bolts, Incinerates, not using Corruption, and a new weak aura package. This just goes to show there's a lot of different ways you can try to play Warlock and Wrath. Affliction, Affliction, Affliction. That's all anyone's talking about nowadays. Luckily, the quick decay glyph does not matter because it's not in the game yet. The rotation changes dramatically to what we've done to maintain our damage debuff in TBC. Affliction DPS has its complications, but the basics of the basics are maintaining your Curse, Corruption, Haunt, and UA. You can clip Haunt, but ideally will never clip Agony or UA. At sub 25%, you can use Drain Soul. It hits 4 times as hard, and it packs a punch. Corruption gets refreshed forever with Shadow Bolt, Drain Lives, and a few other abilities, and Snapshots need damage percent buffs or crit buffs that you have. This quick decay glyph that everyone's talking about in Wrath will add haste to that list as well of snapshotable things. For AoE, just spam Seed. It's the same thing that we're used to. It still feels just as strong. In Wrath, glyphs get added. You'll have 2 major at 70 to choose from and an additional major at 80. You'll have 3 minors. These act like additional talents that you can remove from your tree whenever you want. Here's a table of glyphs that are available in the game. Not all will be available during pre-patch. These are the ones that I think will have any relevancy to any of the 3 specs. I will leave a link to this for your own research below. Gemming stays the same. Hit cap for bosses becomes a lot easier to reach now that we are not relying on Ellie's. For consumes, haste is now normalized, so the haste pot will affect casters as well. I'm switching to this as my DPS cooldown pot of choice. You will save money on weapon enchants, as Firestones and Spellstones are now in the game. These have 5 charges and only cost 1 soul shard to make each. I would use the rest of your Shat Flasks, because those will soon be obsolete. Many of the caster pieces changed to reflect new stats in Wrath. Here are some useful pieces to nab from the Wrath database if they are rotting in your raids. And these are 2 pieces that are previs for tier 7. These should be your #1 priority in all raids. Fel Armor converts Spirit to spell power in pre-patch. If there are other Spirit pieces with haste that have more SP than your current pieces, make sure to grab them. I know these aren't all the pieces possible. Personally, I will be hitting ItsPummel Plateau's demo. I think it plays the most comfortable and well put together. It's not hindered by any glyphs and pumps insane damage. I will also be stocking up on supplies for the upcoming level grind. I hope this video was helpful in any way. It took a lot of time to put together. If you click the like and subscribe button below, it would help me out tremendously. Thanks a ton. Hopefully I will see you in the next video. Peace.